Okay, let's be brutally honest about it. You know what to do. You have read the book, you have seen all the video, all the inspirational video out there, but you are still not taking action. Why are you not taking action? You want more motivation? You see, motivation is not going to build it for you. You need to execute. You need to take the right action that will move you from point A to point B. Just being motivated is not going to do it. You need to take the action that move the needle in your business. Make no mistake about it. The modern world is built around distraction. They are fighting for your attention. You see, it is said that attention is the most important element in marketing today. You see, what you call Facebook, the algorithm, whether you are looking at Instagram or looking at TikTok or YouTube or LinkedIn, the people that design this machine, they design it like this for the purpose of distracting you, of capturing your attention so they can market to you. So there is a deep psychology behind why you continue to consume this social media content. It's not random. These are designed by professionals to keep your attention right there. So the current is basically influencing your action, is swaying you to every angle based on what they have already designed for you. This is the easier part. Remember in video 2, we talked about the Pareto principle of 80% and 20%. The 80% might sound that you are busy, might sound easy for you like work, but they're actually the easier part of the work. Whereas the harder part of the work is what you actually need to be spending your attention in. So comparing that to this, being able to stay on social media and scroll is the easier thing. It is not, it doesn't require a lot of energy to do that. That is why you are doing that. So what we are telling you now is that you need to do the harder part. The harder part is sway yourself out of that. The harder part is rebuking that dopamine hit of somebody just clicking on your video and you go there to check it, or somebody just send you a message and you leave whatever you are doing, you go there to respond. Only that it takes you a lot of time for you to recalibrate again and do your hard work, your deep work. Because your deep work needs all your concentration. It doesn't just happen by click, 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 click. That is not how it works. For your comment, to see what happened, to see what is the latest, you can do that instantly. You just click there and you are there. But for you to come back again, whether you are writing a book or you are doing a video, for you to recompose again and go back to the flow, to the state of flow, where all the information will be coming out again, the way it was before you were distracted, it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of time. So don't waste your time just following the sway of the social media, the sway of how they have designed the machine, because they designed it to distract you. Resist the temptation so you can focus on your deep work, because it is that deep work, that 20%, that is going to move the needle for you. You need to know that you are doing this intentionally. This is the harder work. It's not the easier work. But if you want to get to your destination by the end of this year, you need to focus on the harder work, not the easier one. So don't let the current decide your destination, because you already have a destination. That is why you set your goal. You know where you are going. So it makes no sense now that you just jump into any car or any train or just follow a people because they are going somewhere. You don't just need to follow the algorithm, because the algorithm is making you feel good by showing you all those little tricks and little hacks that are showing up every here and there. Those are designed by professionals to distract you. Your goal was not to be distracted, it was to create something unique, important, a legacy that you can be proud of tomorrow. To do that, you need hard work, really hard work. That is what it takes. There are rules for you to be able to maintain that hard work so that you can get the result that you are shooting for. What is the solution? Well, the solution is to be intentional about your work. You need to know that it is important for you to dedicate the right amount of time where your energy is the highest to do the most important task in your business. Whatever is not the most important and urgent, you can leave it for later. By the time your energy have reduced, you can go to focus on that one. Like going to maybe scroll the social media, comment, respond to your email and all of that. You are still going to do that. But when you are fresher, like early in the morning, you need to dedicate a certain block of time to focus on your most important thing. So what I do in my business, for example, is that When I wake up, when I have the highest state of energy, I focus on the hardest thing. Because I know that after I finish this, and then of course I can do any other thing. I can just maybe go out to have a walk or also stay on social media. I use social media. I'm not saying you shouldn't use social media, respond to email, and do all of that. But you should spend the most productive hour of your day to do that. Remember what I said to you last year when I was talking about goal setting? That it basically means going into the future, imagining what you want to be, how you want it to be. After you have clarified the picture, you return back to the present, and now you are working towards it. So for you to be able to get to where you want to be, it requires hard work. Hard work is what it takes. You're not going to get there by just tricks. There is a part of it that requires hard work. That's what I'm talking about now. That is 20% of what moves the needle for you. You're going to dedicate the time for that. You're not going to hope that it will happen by itself. No, it's not going to happen by itself. If you allow yourself to be used by the algorithm of social media and the busyness of the world, they will ruin you. They will run you around to respond to things that you're not really looking for, because you are allowing other influences to direct your movement. Well, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to have a destination. So use all your energy to focus on where you are going. That is how you get results. Coming from your hard work. Hard work, intentionality. Be serious with it. When you do, you will get results. So what that will mean for you now is, ask yourself, close your eyes and ask yourself, what is the single highest asset value that you can build right now? Because you are building for the future. You already see the future. You know where you are going. You are doing everything you are doing to be able to get to that. So what is the single most important task that you can do now in adding one brick on top of another brick on top of another brick so that it can get you to your destination? So it is productizing your unique story and expertise into a methodology. What is the way for you to resolve problems for people? You have been doing it probably for a number of years now, but have you thought of productizing this system so it can replicate itself again and again, instead of you going there to put all the bolt and nut together every time? What if you could build this machine so that this machine can live for years and years and years, and you can even give it as an inheritance? What if that is what you are spending your energy on right now, instead of on social media or going to meetings that are not going to amount to anything, or participating in worthless conversation, in politics, things that might not really help you? The politics is not going to help you if that is what you are just wasting your time on, investing your emotion. When I was new here, I used to see people talk a lot about politics, but it remained the same. It's not going to change. But what if you could focus your time on building your asset, your experience, if you could transform it into an asset that can work for you? That is something that you can control. You can control that. That is your power. You are reclaiming your power, and you are designing it in a way that it can work for you. You cannot transform the politics like that. You cannot transform the religion like that. That is beyond your control. What you can control is your story, your asset, what you can spend your time on right now. That is up to you. So turn your wisdom into a tangible asset that can scale. That is within your control. And that is what we do in aClasses Academy. We help you to build your anchor, leveraging the power of your story to create a scalable asset for you so that you can continue to replicate this success year after year. We move you from just maintenance mode, which is selling time, to legacy mode, which is selling your framework. And this is the big differentiator between what you call the self-employed jobs and a business empire, something that can self-sustain itself. A business that other people can also inherit from you. So in this video, we have covered different ground. You have looked at how to diagnose your situation, look at your energy, what you have, so that you don't just get to, I remember I was telling you in the first video that you don't just get to the doctor that telling the doctor, okay, I have a problem, then the doctor will just prescribe medicine for you. The doctor need to diagnose your situation. We talked about that in the first video. That leads us to the second video. And now in the third video, we are looking at execution. How do you execute so that you can get result? You don't need to waste your time. You need to focus your energy on the part that is producing the result. If you find this video helpful, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. And why not? Also, let us know in the comment section below what you take away from this video, and share also with your friends who might have value from it. It has been a pleasure here. Talk to you in the next video.